All right, this video is going to go through dimensioning this assignment. You'll get the handouts when you come in to do the in-class. You should have those already. And you'll download this from Blackboard. Uh, you'll get it. The drawing is already done for you in model space. One thing we need to do is adjust our spacing because we're going to go with a B-size sheet. And if we want to do it at a 1:2 scale, okay? But you see we got, not a 1:2, sorry. It needs to be a 1:1. And you can see our spacing is just way too much for that. So uh, let's do some calculation. I'm going to just throw some quick dimensions in here just so that I can see what sizes I'm dealing with here. I want to get the size of my border. Change my layer. All right, so that's 406. And all I'm doing is getting the sizes of this object. Okay, so I can go to my where'd my calculator go? That was weird. Here we go. All right, so horizontally, I'm going to say 406, the length of my paper, minus the length of my object. I'm going to say 84, minus the depth of it, 28.5. I'll say 29. Oh, divide that by 3. Gives me a horizontal spacing of 97. So I'm going to write that down. And so let's go vertical, 236, minus the height, 83, minus the depth, 29, divided by 3, gives me 41. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here to model space. I'm going to just go throw in a couple of construction lines. X line, vertical. I'll repeat that with a horizontal line right there. Now we'll do it offset vertically 41. Horizontally 97. Okay, now I want to move my views into these points. And okay, yeah, ortho's turned on. So I don't want to be there, but I'm going to drop it there for just a minute. Okay, now we'll move this one down to right there. Now let's take a look at our layout sheet here. One to one, okay. I can, well, let's, oops, sorry. Zoom extents, that got it centered up. We'll go back and set our scale 1 to 1. Okay, that looks good. I think we got spacing for our dimensioning. So I can delete all of these out. We can turn off the construction layer. Change layers first. Go to my dimension layer and then turn that off. Okay, so I've got it centered up nicely in my paper here. Looks good. Let's look at our dimension styles. Let's look at the modify style. Now, this being a metric drawing, it's set up. It's already set up for you with all of your sizes based on metrics. Okay. And for our units, we're set at 2 decimal place precision, but you see we've got trailing zeros checked. So because normally with metric dimensioning, we don't show decimal places unless they're actually there. So we're going to check that. Everything else should be good for that for you, okay? We want to make sure that one is set current, which tells me right there it is. Okay, let's look at object snaps before dimensioning. It's always good to kind of take a look at these, make sure that you've got your especially your endpoint, midpoint. We usually don't dimension the midpoints, but endpoints, centers, intersections, quadrants, usually not. Extensions. You want to make sure node is turned off, or else you end up snapping to the endpoint of a dimension, and that's not what we want. Okay, so that looks good there, and things are looking good. We want to line type scale these dashes. They should be 3 millimeters long. So let's check that and see what we got here. 9.88. So let's go line type scale. We'll try 0.33. Whoa, that might have been too little. 2.5. Yeah, that's too much. We'll try 0.5 and see how that looks good. .93, 3.1. Okay, so that worked out good. Centerline dash looks good. This one here will, this one and this one right here, you'll have to adjust with the properties over in model space. So you can do those, okay? Now dimensioning, we're going to start out with and we got an aligned dimensioning. We're going to dimension this very similar to what's shown in the textbook. A couple of changes that we're going to make. So you can use your dim command. We'll try that, and we'll go. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't lock my viewport. I just realized that when I hit zoom. I got my scale set, I'm centered, so I want to lock that. I could have really messed myself up. My command line is getting in the way with that. Okay, you are not cooperating, dim command, so we'll go, you can do dim aligned. And I want to pull it out a little bit further, okay? So 49, okay, so it looks good. Text height's good. No decimal places showing up there. Now let's put in some linear dimensions. And I'm going to go with this center line to that point. Come down, that should be about 6 millimeters down. But that didn't work out. That didn't make it 6. Okay, and then we've got a baseline dimension that we're going to hit over to this circle. And let's see, coming up, we got to hit the center mark on that circle there. And that pretty much takes care of all of them in the front view. We're going to concentrate on the front view to start with. Oh, I take that back. I got one right here. Excuse me. Okay.